From hotspots to hidden gems, this is your guide to all things local, the LA Unscripted way from Juntos in Santa Monica. Ole! Fire up the croquetas de jamón, pass the patatas bravas. Let's split some sweet scallops and then toast with sangria or some natural wines. Welcome to LA Unscripted. I'm Dana Devin, and we are enjoying the tapas life at Bar Juntos in Santa Monica. Designed to be a love letter to her summers in Spain, Chef Sandra Cordero has created this chic beachside hangout for locals to fall in amor with. So let's get to sharing the Spanish way.
When I created Juntos, I really wanted to create a space where people could come together, step out of their everyday life. We want to transport you to Spain and really have a shared experience with your family, your friends, and share food, put the phone away, and really be together. Juntos is really based on my memories of my summers with my family in Spain. My memories manifested obviously in the food we're serving here, which is really focusing mainly on the northern regions of Spain, and also in the design elements we use, like our shell wall is an homage to the Camino de Santiago, the pilgrimage. And we have lots of little touches throughout the whole restaurant that refer back to Spain. Galicia is very well known for its mariscos, which is all the shellfish. You have the great Atlantic Ocean, so there's amazing seafood. So we serve a lot of it. Bay scallops with a saffron butter.
Buttery, citrusy. There's a little tang to it, like a little vinegary to it. It's so delicious. And they're literally falling apart in my mouth.
So this dish is based on one of my favorite restaurants in Galicia. It's a fried lobster. So we fry it in olive oil.
I don't know if I've said this lately, but I really love my job. Oh, buttery, tender, sweet actually.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Our menu is all based on pinchos and tapas. Smaller plates, small bites, so you can really order a lot of different things, and it's all meant to be shared. For me, that's important. We can talk about the food, and it's not like you're eating your dish, I'm eating mine.
I just have to hug you. Oh my God, the
You're my
talent you
favorite
have.
customer.
The talent you have.
So Juntos, we have 4 spaces. We have the barmaids, then we have this dining room. Upstairs, we have a private dining room. So it's perfect if you want to have a celebration with your family or even for work. Juntos is perfect for coming in for a drink and staying all night and leave really full. Come with your girls and have your, girls' night out. But also, we are a very romantic place. Date night. I always tell guys, if you want to, have a successful date, you got to come to Juntos.
Okay, I am mowing through this dinner here with Chef Sandra. Tapas tasting has to be the ultimate girl dinner. Now from small plates to big fun, let's see where Olivia de Bortoli is hanging out.
For over 30 years, Skylight Books has been holding it down here in Los Feliz, bringing you some of the best literary options around.
I think books are still important in our culture, even though there's so much more to entertain us now, because it's really nice to take a quiet moment, to just sit, read. Also, books are a great pathway to empathy. You get to read about people and lives and places you are never going to get to meet or visit. And so it's a great way to kind of understand more about the world. Skylight Books is an independent bookstore. We are here in the neighborhood of Los Feliz, and we're 2 stores, the main store that we're standing in now, and then also an Arts Annex that's 2 doors down the street. People in our neighborhood are really looking for fiction. We have a lot of great books on the LA region and California history, cookbooks, children's books, graphic novels. We carry everything.
What I love about this section is that it's all about Los Angeles, history, culture. Was that so important for you guys?
Well, we're very proud of our city. It's a great city, and there's so many great books being written about the history of it, which is fascinating, the culture of it, which continues to be, sort of a leader in the nation. The book you're holding is actually a great example. It's nature writing mixed with memoir, mixed with history. It's just sort of what the section's all about, all in one.
Yeah, when you think of a poppy, you definitely think of Southern California, for sure.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so cute.
We've been here since 1996. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary this fall. Before we were here, there was another bookstore called Chatterton's that was here from the 70s until the mid-90s. Los Feliz is an amazing neighborhood. It's one of the last great walking neighborhoods in LA that has primarily independently owned and locally owned stores. There are not a lot of chains here, so you can eat at a locally owned restaurant, shop in locally owned gift stores, go to a locally owned movie theater. It's really, I think, a celebration of LA culture and one of the things that makes LA great.
All right, we are in the bestsellers section. You mentioned that fiction is something that sells the most here. Why do you think fiction is so important to people?
I think people just love to get immersed in a good story. Just take that moment away from the real world and just get involved in somebody else's life and something made up. We are right now in the Skylight Books Arts Annex. This is where we carry books on arts and photography, as well as film, theater, music, and our graphic novel section. All the visual books are over here. We try to import a lot of books from other countries, so we have books you won't find anywhere else. And then, of course, our graphic novel section is our best-selling section over here, so lots of independent comics and series. I just love the idea of being part of somebody's literary life, that not only are we a place where they can find their next great read, we're a literary center for Los Angeles, a place where you can meet other readers, have a book group, meet an author. It's just really special.
LAU is always on the go to find the best of the best. And now let's follow Jasmine Simpkins to another cool corner of town.
We believe in giving a hands up and not a hands out, and that's what we do. Holidays Helping Hands is an organization where we provide housing to the homeless here in Southern California. When I started Holidays Helping Hands, we were at just 22 beds. We have since grown to over 600 beds. So some of our facilities are in South LA, we're in Long Beach, we're in Northridge, and we're also in Lakeview Terrace area. We started out providing housing for homeless women who were incarcerated, who were given a second chance at life. They were pregnant women that were incarcerated, so that's the caveat. So that was our niche, and that's how we started out in 2018.
You have 13 facilities overall.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is the Recuperative Care Center.
Yes, it's a 50-bed facility here. This particular facility is specialized more than any other recuperative care here in Southern California area because it's made for paraplegics, people that are in wheelchairs.
They've been helpful with helping you be able to do some rehab.
Yeah, that's they brought me here to do the physical therapy here because really this is nationwide the best place to come.
So they get to come here. We offer OT, PT, they get nursing care. We have RNs here, we have LVNs here, 24/7 wraparound services, case management, therapy. All of that happens right here on site.
It's like a family in here. There's a low volume of people that helps it opposed to having floors and floors of a lot of staff. It's a community in here. Yeah. It's a family.
I'm a nurse by training, turned mogul CEO. So I moved here in 1999. In Mississippi, where I lived in a small town, people were homeless, but they stayed with family. I remember moving here. I remember vividly getting lost in downtown LA and Skid Row. And I just remember seeing all the tents. I've never seen anything like this in life. My grandmother took care of Shine, who was a guy that she fed 3 meals every day, hot meals. So it was just innate in me to be able to be a giver and a helper and provide hope to those that others don't look at, that feel not seen, all of those things.
So in a sense, you're kind of continuing your grandmother's legacy, right?
I definitely know that she embedded that in us, and I'm like, at this point, I feel like it's a part of my DNA. So God bless you. Thank you. Not everybody that comes to us are drug users. Like, that's the stereotype that everybody that's homeless is on drugs. Not the case. We have housekeeping services because I love a clean facility. You will not see any of our clients loitering in the front. It's not going to look like a homeless facility because that's what we pride ourselves in, period. We've created our own job workforce program, and it's called SAWS. It's our Shine Ambassador, named after Shine, workforce program. We have our School of Nursing, which is HHH School of Nursing, so our clients can stay anywhere from a year to longer.
We have gardening, we have arts and crafts, we have resume building activities, we have life skills activities and group therapy.
But we do have our annual gala, and it's usually the first weekend in November. And so it's definitely to raise money. We've given over $100,000 in scholarships to high school seniors. My grandmother would say, if I've changed one life, then my living wasn't in vain. And to be able to change multiple lives, I know it hasn't been in vain. It's the best life ever that I get to be a blessing every single day.
There is a hope. There's hope. Don't give up.
You know, in Spain, they take siestas or rest times in between meals. So consider this commercial break our siesta in between unscripted fun. More LAU from Juntos when we return. Welcome back to LA Unscripted at Juntos, a Spanish culinary escape in Santa Monica. We've been enjoying the tapas life at this romantic restaurant, but they also serve up some signature spirits. What have you made?
Well, our lovely bartender has made this gin tonic.
Oh, and you guys make your own tonic?
We make our own tonic, that's right. And this is some Nordes gin from Galicia.
And frozen grapes?
Frozen grapes.
That's a brilliant touch. Oh, so fresh and refreshing. It feels like a summer on a Spanish beach.
That's right.
When it comes to meals in Spain, grazing is encouraged. So I'm just gonna take my time right here while the LAU team is out there.
Next time something breaks, you won't be upset. You'll just be like, oh, now I can make it new.
Yeah.
And different.
I have a toddler, and when she breaks something, I have to kind of hide my excitement. I have to contain it because I don't want to encourage her to break things to make Mama happy. Kintsugi is this beautiful Japanese art form of mending broken ceramics and highlighting them with gold. When you hear kintsugi, which kin is gold and tsugu means to connect, so it's directly translated, it means golden joinery. But you think that it's connected with gold. It's actually not. The basis of kintsugi is an ancient Japanese lacquer. And so it's a lacquer craft mainly, and then you dust it with gold to accentuate and highlight the fractures, which I think is just the most beautiful, beautiful thing. The traditional form of kintsugi actually takes months. It's a difficult and dangerous art form because if you touch it, you can get rashes. The lacquer is actually a cousin of poison ivy. And so it's not an easy art form to learn. So in recent years, there's been a new method coming out of Japan where they use a modern lacquer based on cashew. It's a 3-hour workshop. It's a little bit of a longer process, but we try to at least teach everybody all the steps in 3 hours. I can do virtual as well as in person. It's a very small, intimate experience most of the time. And it's, I walk you basically through 3 steps.
I've always been so interested in kintsugi because it's more than just an art form. It's a way of kind of seeing that things that are imperfect can be good again and can be beautiful again, right? Mm-hmm. So, okay, this is kind of your workshop. What are we gonna do today?
So first what we do is, well, we go around and we share, and then we hold the broken pieces. I can provide the pieces for you, or you can bring your own pieces in. Generally, something that is a very simple break is ideal. If you bring something in 10 pieces, it's going to be very difficult for the first time.
Yes.
And so we first what we do is we glue these back together, so that's step 1. And then if there are any cracks or if there are any any gaps that are missing, we then putty. We fill it in with putty to make it a bit smooth. And so we do that. That's the second step.
Okay.
And then the final step, which is the most fun, is
The gold.
The gold is the lacquering. We get to paint it into these beautiful colors.
And do you need to have necessarily a lot of art skill to do this?
Oh, no.
Because I have zero.
No, I mean, the whole concept of kintsugi is imperfection. It's been so beautiful to see people get so much more out of these workshops than just a fun craft. For those who are looking for just a fun craft, it could be just that. But for many people, it's a way to connect with maybe loved ones that they've lost who have left behind something. It's a way to connect with yourself and maybe recognizing things about yourself that felt so imperfect and felt so broken, but there's hope. There's hope for something.
How are you discovering your neighborhood? Email us and let us know. And we'll share more special SoCal spots after this short break as we continue our Tapas Timeout here at Shuntos. Even their menu is cute. We have been transported to Spain today here at Shuntos in Santa Monica. Now, did you know the style of flamenco dance originated in southern Spain? And that's also where this came from. Okay, I'm gonna keep practicing, but while I do that, you should check this out.
You guys are taking me back to like third grade science class.
Because I Rock is an idea that started in a bathtub when we were cleaning off crystals. We actually were camping in Mount Shasta and found a stranded driver. He had totaled his car, hit a deer, unfortunately, and needed help. And so we helped.
And as a thank you for helping him, because it was during the pandemic, so a lot of people kept going by, nobody would stop. After he found out that we loved crystals as well, he invited us to his mine in Nevada. And him and his partners, the first time we went mining, they embraced us. As they went mining, they took us to some of the top mines in the country. 2 years in, they invited us to be partners in one of the mines with them. It made us actually the first Black women to be owners of a domestic crystal mine. Now we've turned this lovely, we call it the crystal caboose, into our working model where we take it to schools. We teach what we call our rock class, and we really want to deal on the science of crystals. So we teach them where they grow, how old they are, different places that they can find. We really want to spark their curiosity to let them know that this is something that comes from the earth. We met the owners of Tansy, Shauna and her daughter Ella. They're like the most wonderful women in the world. And so they've allowed us to have this as a venue to come and intermingle with their customers. When you come into one of our booths, you come up and we always say our catchphrase is this rock chose you. We say take your time, pick the one that's good for you. We take them with their stone over to our little washing station. We call it our unearthing bar. And they are able to sit there. We just clean with natural Castile soap. And then after you clean off your stone, if it's something that you fall in love with, we work with Robin and can design you a really cool piece.
So I'm thinking if we're able to just do something like that, we can wrap chain around and we can hug it around your wrist.
We want to bridge that world between the wonder of science and mineralogy, but also the healing properties that crystals offer.
Guess what? I think you guys rock as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now here's another spot to bookmark, but can you handle it?
So ear seating has been around for thousands of years, and they've used it for everything from pain to sleep issues, digestive issues, addiction. I'm Mona Dan, founder of V Healing, and Dana, today I dare you to try V Healing's ear seating. We specialize in Chinese medicine here at V Healing, so we can do everything from ear seating to acupuncture, massage, gua sha, cupping. It's like the secrets of the world are all held within Chinese medicine. How we affect the world, how the world affects us.
I have been dared to try ear seeding, which I've never heard of before.
So ear seeding is the process of placing 24 karat gold plated magnets on the pressure points of the ears. The pressure points send signals to the reflex centers of the brain to kind of regulate the body.
And I'm looking at this chart here, and it says, stress, anxiety, pain, insomnia. Insomnia is a big one. I also see you can give a shout out to my liver here, which has definitely suffered over the pandemic.
It's a way to get the nervous system stimulated because we're in this fight-flight mode, and magnets in our body have a really beautiful relationship to balance out the nervous system. It's like, you know when you go to a massage and like they start touching your ears and all of a sudden you're like, right? It feels like a glass of wine. Like everything just chills out. Same. This is the heart area.
Okay.
Organ area.
Oh.
This is the hormone area.
So she was working in the hormone area, and I'm getting like a hot flash. I'm like sweating all of a sudden. Isn't that weird? Like I'm actually sweating.
Yeah, it's your nervous system's getting regular. I feel it. Since we created and coined the 24 karat gold ear seeding, people come weekly for 24 karat gold ear seeding. They book on ClassPass. We have insurance patients that just add it on to their services. Ear seeding session on its own is $40. As an add-on to any service, it's just $15. And then a kit is $34. So we have a happy, a detox, a calm, and a relief.
That took 7 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
It would be so great to come after a workout, do this right before you go to bed, or before you're like on your days off when you really want to relax.
Yeah. The ear seeds last on your ear for 3 to 5 days. You should feel it pretty immediately.
24 karat solid gold that heals, I'm in. Experiencing different cultures, cuisines, and just downright cool places to visit. That's how we like to discover our city. Thank you so much to Bar Shuntos and Chef Sandra for letting us go off script. Where will we be next? You never know. Good night, everyone. Mwah.